Alright, welcome back to another video. Hopefully the music isn't too loud in the background, because last time I did get a copyright strike and I had to go back and I had to edit all that freaking footage, so it was terrible. Anyway, as I say, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, make sure you do subscribe, because obviously that helps me grow, helps me push this series out to new people, and allows me to do what I love, which is making videos for you guys and also following my dream of bodybuilding. So today on the cards, you'll see we started off with our trap bar landmine rows. We're really trying to focus on our middle back on those ones, so really getting a squeeze. You see we don't go too heavy, slowing down the eccentric. But yeah, so that's our starter, and then we're going on to our chest supported rows. So that's just sort of how we're going today. It is going to be a mixture, so I've decided to change my split up. Okay, I'm not going to split into width and thickness. I'm going to go both together, with mainly trying to hold fullness, especially at this time in prep, because we are 9 weeks out, so we are getting close to the show. Chloe is 9 weeks out too, because she's competing as well. Are you competing as well?
No.
No, she is. Okay, she reckons she is. But anyway, that's the plan. So we're going to be smashing out the rest of this back day. Now it's going to be similar to all the rest of the videos. We're chucking the edit, but make sure we're going to be going crazy, because we need to come in massive on full, because at the moment I'm feeling small. My weight is sitting around 103. Okay, so that's not too bad. We are leaning out fast. If you have been keeping up with the check-ins on my Instagram page, remember, if you haven't done all that already, make sure you go follow me, because that will help me grow as well over there. But obviously the check-ins over there are getting tighter and tighter each week, which is awesome to see. We are in a better spot than last year. So that's the plan for today, and hopefully we can smash this out.
Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Lifting every part of me, I'm free from what I'm living in. Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Lifting every part of me. So don't tell me you want me, just because you love me, just because you saw me at the party. Bring my homies, you can take it slowly, you can take it slow. Don't tell me you want me, just because you love me, just because you saw me at the party. Bring my homies, you can take it slowly, you can take it slow. Because
So as you can see, we've done our rows, mainly rows. We did a machine pull down. We also started with pull-ups, wide grip. So that's always, I always start with those activation. Just gonna film them. You guys, you all know, if you've been following me for a while, that I always start with those. Gets everything going, allows us to be nice and warm, nice and full, nice and ready to go, blood pumped in there. So then I go into my first movement. So here, what we've done is we've prioritized rows. We want that thickness, we want that mass on stage. Obviously, there is a slight chance we could grow, but it's not gonna be very much. You know, we're not gonna grow massively, but the best thing is to keep nutrients pumping around the body, try and lift our weight. So I'm not necessarily tracking my weight, I'm just remembering. At the start of the year, I was logging my stuff, but right now I can kind of go off memory. Everything, especially this back day, is in a routine now that I know where I was at last week. So pretty happy with everything. You can see the last exercise that I did, we superseted with a rhomboid row, or trying to target that sort of wider part of our back, as well as some pullovers for a little bit of lat activation. So next thing now, what I might do is quickly go through a quick close grip lat pull down by myself. Don't need you guys there for that. And then we'll go and we'll have a look at some posing, but we won't do too much. It's getting to the point where now my physique is coming together, but I also want to be mysterious, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously I can't hide it from you guys, and realistically you're gonna see it anyway, so what's the point of hiding it? If I hide it and it'll look like crap, then that's just embarrassing, so we're not gonna do that, I don't think. So yeah, it is what it is. So it's been relatively good back day. I've managed to push myself. And at the moment, you'll notice that most of my stuff is solo. I've basically been training by myself, so it is what it is. All my internal motivation is coming from, as I say, internal. So it's all me, and I want this a lot. So look, time to turn the pages and carry on with this next chapter, so let's get it done. All right, so that is a wrap on today's back workout. Now, we're gonna have a look at the pump. We're gonna geese, we're gonna have a quick look. The music last time caught me out. This is when it caught me out. So I'm gonna have a look. The veins coming on our chest. know, we didn't even train arms, we didn't train triceps, we didn't do any of that, but we are holding a pump in there, so it's gonna go well. So, you know, catch you in a second. So that is a wrap on today's back workout. Now, we did a little bit of posing in there. Lighting probably wasn't the best. I just kept this lens on. I didn't get our cool lens over there into the normal lighting and into the normal spot, because there is people around and it is what it is. So we can't always sort of get what we want. Now, plan going forward. So we are 9 weeks out. We are working towards going down there to Wellington and getting an overall again. Hopefully we can, but we are running quite smoothly. We are leaning out. Our back is probably the least leanest part of our body at the moment. My legs are coming in very, very fast, but that's not to say that they're not going to stay full, because my legs usually take up the fullness. So it's been enjoyable. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. Make sure, as I said, if you haven't already, make sure you drop me a sub. It helps me out heaps. Share this with your mates. Get them going, because as I say, we want to get our New Zealand content creators up there and going. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one.